Welcome back to today's More Report on Friday the 6th of May with me, Richard Perry, Market Analyst at Antec Markets on Non-Farm Payrolls Friday. And we've got this sterling chart, which is just beginning to sort of slow this correction, isn't it? But I think that that's likely to be this just consolidation ahead of payrolls really more than anything else. But I've been talking about the this sort of pivot band around 44 figure that's been in place for a few months really, and I'm thinking that this is around about where we're going to see the support coming in anyway. So you're not a million miles away from doing that. 44.40 was yesterday's low, and you sort of turned up from that slightly, trading sort of 10 pips higher on the day today. But these momentum indicators, I think that generally speaking, on a medium-term basis, I think the outlook for cable is far more positive than it has been for a while. The RSI momentum pushing well above 60 was strong for me. I think the MACD lines also were a positive, and I think that this near-term correction, or this correction I should say, is near-term based because I think that it's just going to pull back into a nice band of support. Now my outlook would change, I think, near-term if we saw a loss of that 42.98 level, let's call it 43 figure, which I'll show you on this chart of the intraday hourly. Sort of zooming back, you can see that 43.20 has been for some time actually a pivotal level, and that spike to 43 figure that we saw on the 21st of April, I'd say that that's your line in the sand now. So if you're basically back to, as I said, sort of approaching the 44 figure level, which was that reaction low, but also sort of again a pivot line, pretty much sort of pivot band, I suppose you could almost call it, between 44.40 and 44 figure. You're sort of into that band of support now, and that has held. On a sort of near-term technical basis, I think this is just a correction within a more positive outlook. But I think we need to hold on to. Initially, I think you need to hold on to the support at 44 figure. But then I think my outlook would change on a loss of 43 figure. On that payrolls report, if it comes in strongly, say for example you saw a big pickup in average hourly earnings and also nice payrolls above sort of 220, 230 maybe, that would be a strong payrolls report, and that could be a big drag on cable. And then you start to think about what the supports are. But ultimately, I still think that this cable chart is now building in confidence. The sterling bulls are building in their confidence, and I think it's likely to be sort of pushing more towards a UK remain. In my opinion, this is likely to be a UK remain, and that will sort of pull cable higher in the medium term. So that's ultimately, I think, what the technicals are showing you, that this sort of medium term improvement. There's still much to happen, and obviously a lot of data to go through. You've got an FOMC report as well, but ultimately I think the medium-term outlook is beginning to show signs of sustainable improvement. And certainly if this support above 44 figure holds, then I think you're continuing that vibe. So I wish you good luck in your trading on payrolls today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.